Today, I've got a video that I guarantee you do not want to miss, especially if you're playing Neverness to Everness and trying to decide whether you should save your solid dice or pull right now. I've gone through all the information, from everything officially announced by NTE Global to all the discussions the community has been going crazy about, and I'm going to share all of it in this video. No making things up, no overhyping. I'm going to be straight with you about what's official, what's a credible leak, and what still needs more confirmation. But before we get into the main topic, if you find this kind of in-depth game analysis content helpful, make sure to hit subscribe right now. I just started this channel, and every single subscription genuinely means a lot to me. The goal is to reach the first 1,000 subscribers, and I really need your support to make that happen. All right, let's jump into the game. First, the thing that's getting the entire community the most hyped right now is version 1.1 Dreamwalk Corridor, which is launching on June 3rd, 2026. And this part is 100% official, not a leak, not a theory. NTE Global has fully confirmed it. In version 1.1, we're getting two new limited S-Class characters. The first one is Lacrimosa, a Chaos attribute character who applies nightmare effects that stack over time. Just hearing the name alone already tells you this is the kind of character you absolutely do not want to face in PvP, and also the kind of character fans are going to dream about every night until they finally pull her. The second one is Chaos, a Lakshana attribute character who uses a crime charge mechanic combined with warrants to increase damage. I honestly have to say, NTE's lore and design philosophy feels very different compared to typical gacha games. It has this stylish crime and punishment aesthetic that stands out immediately. Besides those two S-Class characters, version 1.1 is also bringing a pretty huge amount of new content. We're getting Sunward Island and Corridor of Echoes as brand new areas to explore. Bagel is receiving an upgrade, so anyone currently using Bagel is probably secretly celebrating already. Then we also have Fight Club, Underground Circuit, and most importantly, the collaboration with the Porsche 918 Spyder. This is the kind of collab that makes me feel like NTE wants to show that their game isn't just another standard gacha title. They're trying to become a cultural statement. And if you log in for 7 consecutive days during version 1.1, you'll receive 10 free solid dice. Remember that. Now we're moving into the part that the community is absolutely on fire about right now. And this is also where I need you to listen carefully, because I'm going to clearly separate what's official from what's considered a leak. Shinku. This is the name being talked about the most for the patch after 1.1. The reason I think there's some solid basis for discussing Shinku is because the NTE Global channel uploaded an official short titled NTE Special Shorts Shinku. When a developer uploads spotlight content for a character on their official channel, that's usually a very clear sign of drip marketing. You normally don't see developers randomly spotlighting a character unless they have some kind of plan for them. But I also need to be completely honest here. Going from Shinku appeared on the official channel to Shinku is definitely coming in 1.2 is still a leap that I'm not willing to fully confirm. This is a credible leak, not an official confirmation. Next, we have Iroi, Linco, Blackbird, and Akane. The community has been tracking these characters very closely for the 1.2 to 1.4 roadmap. And honestly, after reading through a huge amount of community discussion, what I've noticed is that even insiders constantly use words like likely, possible, theory, and no reliable skill lists yet when talking about these characters. There are even contradictions between different leak sources. Some information suggests version 1.2 will feature X and Elems, while newer waves of discussion are leaning more towards Shinku and Iroi instead. That alone tells you the roadmap after version 1.1 is still extremely unstable. So when you see people claiming that versions 1.2 to 1.4 are completely confirmed, I'd strongly recommend treating that as speculation, not as the foundation for your pull decisions. I'm not trying to kill the hype. I'm trying to protect your resources. All right, there's one more thing I want to talk about regarding how NTE handles their drip marketing, because I honestly think this is a really good lesson for anyone trying to read signals from developers. Look at how they handled version 1.1. They did a dedicated special program, revealed Lacrimosa and Chaos with full attribute and kit information, released a dedicated PV for the patch, and provided specific event details. When NTE wants to confirm something, they do it in a very polished and very clear way. So what does that mean? It means that if you haven't seen that same level of structured reveal for versions 1.2, 1.3, or 1.4 yet, then nothing has actually been confirmed. And honestly, this is also why I believe the NTEE community will never run out of things to discuss. These developers really know how to build anticipation without spoiling everything too early. So if you're sitting here asking, should I pull for Lacrimosa or Chaos? This is what I'll say. Both of them are limited S-Class characters with officially revealed kits. Lacrimosa, with her nightmare accumulation mechanic, sounds extremely promising for longer PvE content. Chaos, with the crime charges and warrant mechanics, sounds genuinely interesting in terms of gameplay loop design. If you're currently lacking strong S-Class units in your roster, and either of them matches your preferred playstyle, then version 1.1 is absolutely a patch worth spending on. But if you're saving for the 1.2 to 1.4 roadmap, I'd recommend not trying to hoard everything purely based on the current leak information. Use leaks as a planning reference, something that helps guide your direction. But your final decision should still wait for official drip marketing, live streams, or patch notes from NTE Global. All right, that's everything I've got for today's video. I tried my best to share everything as honestly as possible, from the things that are official and confirmed to the leaks that have some credible basis behind them, and also the things that still have a lot of question marks ahead. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe right now. I'm genuinely building this channel from zero, and my goal is to create high-quality, honest game analysis content without clickbait. Every single subscription brings me one step closer to that first milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I truly appreciate your support on this journey. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next video, because I've got a lot more exciting NTE content planned for the near future. I'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp, save wisely, and never pull before official confirmation. Unless you really want to.